In retrospect, it was a little messed up that she, like, just didn't believe Ellie and her story about her chemical burn that she self-inflicted. Like, I get, yeah. It is kind of an earth-shattering concept, the idea that she's immune, because no one's heard of anyone being immune, ever. But like she was talking about self-harming with chemicals, with a chemical burn. And it's like, if you don't believe her about the reason, then the reason must be worse. Like, that seemed pretty worrying, actually. The alternative is just that she, like, unless she's lying about it being something she did to herself. I don't know, we've been through a lot. Everyone needs to take a nap. Which, we're in behind enemy lines, so the chances of that being safe are up in the air. But hey, this building was, barricaded when we got here. But no one's really been actively using it, so that's a good sign. And, doesn't seem like anyone's currently here. So if we just re-barricade it, probably good, unless they really search for us.
How many people die in this play?
Definitely finding out, like, hey, they went through this exact sewer, came out this spot, and then we're not in great shape, because we went to the first building we saw. But, I think it went really badly for everyone in that sewer. I don't think any of them are coming back out. And they were the ones that knew we were there. But like they were. Everyone's having a bad day. All those people, they're currently getting the total of the sheer number of people on their end that have been lost as a result of us coming through. Like, they got Joey and Cassandra. Oh no! Like it's hitting them in waves. Just how many people have died. And like there's a delay to when the news gets out. Because people can just be missing for a few hours. It's just been the same day. It could take them days to get a proper, like, lit total on who they've lost. And not every single one of them is a nightmare.
Pregnant. Fucking pregnant. How could you keep something like that?
Well, she thinks she's pregnant. And I'm like, it's a heavy situation, Ellie. You're on your big revenge mission, and she doesn't want you to leave her behind. She doesn't want you to leave her behind. She doesn't want you to make decisions based on her situation. Hello. Hello. Is there like a generator up there that I want to use for some reason? Let's look for the context first. What was the thought? Oh yeah, one of my favorite plot points at The Walking Dead show. I know, not exactly a beloved show these days, but it has high points sometimes. There's a part where they're dealing with an enemy faction, which is really most of the story of the entire show. And they're raiding this place, and you fight dudes, you shoot them. It's just the kind of thing that just constantly happens and isn't questioned that much. But at one point, one of the dudes is a character from earlier in the show that you haven't seen for like the entire duration of the show practically. They're like a season 1 character. And it kind of shows, like, it makes you question, like, the weight of all the deaths you cause in these narratives. And it's like, that was a person that started at the same place that I started, but we diverged, and she ended up here. I mean, they ended up here, and they ended up there, and I ended up here. It's like, then, like, what is the motivation for every single person on the enemy team? Like, how many of them just kind of fell in with this crowd who may or may not be bad. Usually these narratives try to come up with a reason why the enemy faction is worse than your faction, so you feel at least okay, like a little better about the whole thing, but it's definitely just constant misery and death. But having somebody be a character from the beginning of the narrative that started where you started, it makes you pause. September 13th. That's Outbreak Day, isn't it? I don't think they're coming back. They're not coming back. Either got ambushed or they ditched me. Not my fault I got sick. At least the fever's gone. But now I'm fucking starving. I can probably raid the buildings nearby for food and see if I can raise someone on the radio. Now this isn't from Emergence Day, for Infection Day. This isn't September 2013. It's this September. I was just thinking that. September 15th. Constant rain means I at least won't die of thirst. Unfortunately, it keeps making the electricity conk out all the time. Makes it kind of hard to use the radio. Not like anyone's answered anyway. The wolf can't have hit all the Fedra listening posts. No way. Need to keep trying. So he's a Fedra. September 16th. Dreamt that they were laughing as I slowly bled out from a gut shot. Woke up an hour ago, still shaking. Need a cigarette. You think there'd be a pack or two stashed somewhere in a fucking theater, but apparently not this one. September 19th. Power went out again. Going to head to the roof and see if I can get it back on. That's bad. That's when he died, right?
Someone was living here.
So they got sick, but then they recovered, it sounds like. They went up to but they have this power problem. So at one point they went to the roof to deal with that. This seems like the final priority I should have. Like, establishing power probably continues the story. Let's make a good look around the area. I already came out here, didn't I? Nope. Oh yeah, here's the camping spot. Oh yeah, this is the earlier part, actually. I'm guessing that they... Well, if this is page 1, then maybe there is a page 3 or whatever. I was just thinking, like, maybe they went out to the roof, though, and got shot. September 4th. Me, Perez, Green, and Adams made to the listening post 2 days ago. And so far, so good. Wolf haven't come looking here yet. The city's lost to the wolf. We escaped headquarters out of sheer luck and good timing. Torres, Ward, and the others are probably dead. Camping here. Grateful to be alive for now. September 6th. Can't sleep. Burning up with a fever. No medicine. Looked everywhere. We don't have anything except the uniforms on our backs. No contact from anyone on the radio either. How many of us made it out? September 7th. Still feverish. Don't have any big cuts, so probably not an infection. The others are waiting until nightfall, then making a run to the hospital to get medicine for me and supplies for wherever we're going next. They're good boys. September 10th. Shouldn't be taking this long. Aww. His last thought before they abandoned him was how they're good guys because they're looking out for him. But he got abandoned. It took him 3 days to kind of register that. And then his next message was 3 more days later.
Dude was here a while back. Hope no one else is here.
Anything in here? He straight up made like a little fort. Does that help with temperature? Having a little hood over you? Possibly. At least protects you from leaks. Doesn't seem like much of a problem here though. Might just make you feel like you have a little den. Some kind of protection. So that's why she was like that. So she's pregnant. Hopefully she's pregnant and not like sick or something. Ah. She was nauseous around the bodies, which made perfect sense. But in hindsight, now it's potentially foreshadowing for this, and I'm kind of wondering how many other ones there might be. Identify me, and Fjordson, the amazing sorcerer. Majid. It was like an Aladdin riff. I'm just thinking about how, like, in particular, she looks a lot like Jasmine. 34 days. Hello. I'm a little behind on some of these. The tone has gotten a lot less levity filled, so I'm kind of not in the same hurry to read them anymore. Is that shelf there just because? Like, it's all lit up from the windows and everything, but I don't think you can get up there. It must get, like, intensely dusty. Taking the byways. So at this point, we have lost the shit out of the we have completely and utterly lost the thread for where Tommy is. We have a radio. Yep. The power's off.
Need to get the power going.
I feel like this is gonna fire up the moment we do that, and that might get us in trouble. Can I unplug the movie theater projector? Alright, so the power's on the roof. I just want to double check real quick. Did I already go everywhere downstairs? Ah. Yeah, I put that off for a bit, so we need a key. I went in the bathroom already. This side's barricaded. Don't love the idea of going on the roof. Good way to get spotted. I guess that'll be our escape, potentially. Don't want to drop it now, because it just invites people to come after us, basically. Ah, this whole mechanic. When you have ladders going to the roof, they have like these, yeah, these doors. Because if you lock it closed, then people can't use the rungs of the ladder to climb. That's the ideal of having roof access as the owner while not letting other people climb your building. A little worried. This is one of my only times I've been separated.
Got it.
Yeah, but how many lights are on right now?
Damn. You fried? Well, better you than me.
How did you even manage that? Oh, he's like laying over the cable. I thought the cable was severed, but it's his legs just covering it. Huh. So he didn't get killed, but he didn't get caught by a wolf. Maybe it was fast. Maybe not. I don't know. It's probably really painful. Electrocution's not great news. He apparently came up here and got fried. The same concern I had before with Ellie just kind of going for it before. Okay, the projector does not seem to be on. So we're not gonna get surprised by it announcing our location.
What's this? All right.
Well. It's a little funny I'd turn the power on to see that, but okay. Keys are just right there. Hey. Things beyond. So we should have the keys to the theater now. Thank you, couch. There's a lot of couches around here, actually.
All right.
Should I be worried? Can I close these behind me? Nope. I feel like we should close it behind us in case something happens, so they can't get to her when she's sleeping. This is the potentially not clear part of the building. Like an ancient popcorn jar thing? Yeah. So yeah, there's popcorn buckets everywhere. Somebody didn't do their job. There's light behind the curtain. This is creepy. I don't know how I feel about this. Sick habit. Living in the brick shit houses. Nickel Theater. All proceeds go to Seattle Children's. Yeah. Settle for less, who can say? Once more onto the breach. Hideout. Running towards my problems. Possession. The lights of two minds. Encore. Armstrong and Holy. QED. 9, 14, 13, so right around outbreak day. Guessing this didn't go according to plan.
Spooky. No way.
starting to sound like something.
Oh, I suck.
Nah. Just need to build up your calluses, that's all.
Man.
All right, come on.
Is this it?
Yeah?
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start guessing.
You want to spoil your surprise now?
Oh, no. Is it a dinosaur?
Stop trying to guess. I ain't telling you.
All right. Is it an elephant? Is it a convertible?
You're not gonna guess.
Is it a puppy? Is it a lot of kittens?
You mean a litter?
What's a litter?
A bunch of kittens.
Why wouldn't you call it just a bunch of kittens?
I don't know what... It's called a litter.
It's so dumb.
It's not a litter of kittens.
Okay. Hot air balloon.
More walking, less talking.
Joel! I wasn't expecting flashbacks. We get to see young Ellie again. And she looks, yeah, approximately the age she was in the first game, I think. The guitar is still new, and I think that seems one of the first things that happened.
I got it.
Oops.
She learned how to swim.
What is wrong with you?
You should see your face right now.
What if I drown?
Now you're not gonna drown. You gotta work on that confidence, kiddo.
Yeah, keep laughing, old man. See what happens.
This way.
The worst.
She has a full-ass backpack. Swimming?
Swimming's getting better.
Yeah, it has.
Remember now, don't just flail about. You
Push
gotta...
the water with your whole arm. Blah, blah, blah.
Glad to know I'm getting through.
Oh no, it's a tutorial. We're setting up swimming sections. Are there gonna be swimming horror sections? Are you gonna stress me out when I'm swimming?
See that deer over there?
Where?
Push him in.
See it? Just through there, look.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah?
Looks like... How's that feel?
Refreshing.
Yeah, it's not nice getting pushed in, is it?
Well, actually, we need to swim through this part anyway.
I got you back. You're angry and upset.
I'm very angry and upset. Now, come on.
Ugh.
Don't either of you guys have things in your backpacks you don't want to get wet? I'm looking at this. I think I see a journal in there that's made of paper. I'm not sure. I just feel like you guys shouldn't be totally psyched about being wet.
You're gonna need to dive under here. Okay, take a deep breath.
Yeah, I got this.
Calluses are no joke. It's one of the things that like kind of killed trying to learn guitar for me is like, wow, using this thing kind of hurts. That's like an aspect that I wasn't expecting.
Is it my 6th grade history teacher wanting to apologize for being a massive dick?
I beg your pardon?
My friend and I would argue whenever he called the Fireflies terrorists. We got a lot of detention.
You know, you really need to stop letting people rile you up.
Hard on their dicks.
Point still stands. All right, got another dive over here.
Where are you taking me?
I don't want the gun to be wet either, do I? That sounds like it's bad. Alright, so there's an oxygen meter in the bottom right, next to my health.
Is it a new pair of sneakers?
How many of those do you have?
Not enough.
There.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm done guessing.
Well, good.
But, like, is it a massive comic book collection? No, wait. A new DVD collection?
Yes.
Which one?
Just...
How about laser discs? I heard that's a thing.
I heard that's a thing. Those goddamn super frisbees. Is he just saying yes to make me stop talking? Hello.
Oh my god, it is a dinosaur!
And it is.
Joel!
Surprise.
Holy shit. Oh, it's a motherfucking dinosaur.
All to scale and everything.
King of the tyrant lizards. That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. What does my journal even say? I'm all curious. We have deer drawings. I presume there's probably a different journal entirely than the one I'm in right now. Tommy and Joel. She's still trying to draw horses. Farming rotation blows. I don't get why people ask for the assignment. Note to self: talk to Maria about how early I can sign up for the patrol training. Dina and I found this cool old campground today. She said kids used to go there in the summers for fun. We found all these art supplies. She cut colored paper and made some crowns for us while it rained outside. It was a good day. We drew Dina. Yeah, that's I've seen pages of that before. It's like artists like sketch pages where they're trying to practice one specific element by just trying to figure it out. They just kind of draw like an eye or a mouth just over and over and over again. Because they're trying to focus on a specific piece that they're trying to get right. Joel said he's taking me on a camping trip next week for my birthday. He found something he says I'll love. He's acting very proud of himself, smuggled Fogey. Kat sat next to me at movie night. Our elbows kept touching. I think she was doing it on purpose. Maybe not. Probably not. Dina made me a crown for my birthday. She went back to that camp and got all this paper. It's pretty great. So this is how they're gonna get their levity. They're gonna pace the narrative out, get the moods to not just all be all the same bitterness all the time by taking me to a happier time instead of actually giving Ellie a happier time. I don't see good things happening to her for a while in the current narrative. But hey, T-Rex. She got a little smile on.
Wyoming Museum of Science and History. How did you find this place?
Maria. She told me about it. Figured it'd be right up your alley.
Figured right.
So we're in Wyoming. That's where Jacksonville is.
It's a book?
It's a dinosaur book.
Okay.
All right.
Wyoming Museum. I'm bad. It's one of the states I forget about, if I'm gonna be honest. So I was checking really briefly. I was like, that sounds not too far away, but I gotta remind myself. And yeah, for the record, Wyoming is about 2 states away from Seattle. Takes 16 hours by car to get from one to the other. 94 hours by bicycle. And 347 hours on foot. If those are even measurable things, honestly. I don't know how much you can reliably measure bicycle and foot traffic speeds. Like how much of that time are you spending walking? I guess that's the thing, is that's only if you're walking the entire time, right? Automated miniature wax factory. Oh, they would cast little wax figures for you. So if it's 96 hours on bike, then they probably spent a few weeks on horseback, because you only spend so much of the day actually moving. You have to spend a bunch of that time sleeping and so on. But also all the roads are gone and broken down. So yeah, they might have spent a month looking for it. Which makes sense. She said she was late. She said she was late a few weeks ago. If that's the case, it could have been a very long time. Hey, it's the quarter machine. Or a penny machine. Yeah, you put in 51 cents. Because the price is 2 quarters, and the product is 1 penny. And I squish it into a little shape thing. I think it's technically a felony. Like, isn't it supposed to be illegal to destroy money and do things to money? So I feel like it's a crime, but I don't know. No one cares about pennies. The value of a penny is lower than the materials it costs to make a penny. And they're a functionally useless part of our currency. And yet we sticks around.
Oh, hello. Sorry, the dinosaurs are busy right now.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait. One of the dinosaurs is here. Joel, it's for you.
Very funny.
That was pretty funny.
The
Did you get it? 'Cause you're old?
No, I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Dinosaurs are busy right now. And here you can see the adult male sacrifices the child to the dinosaur lords to sate them for another year. That is a lot of different tiers for donations. The Vegans for Trees Foundation. What? Okay. Tomorrow's a Beautiful Day Foundation. There's so many different, like, yeah, qualifications and tiers for, like, who counts for what, apparently. What a commitment. They gotta really make sure you know exactly where you stand. Hey, it's Compies.
Compsognathus. Whew, it's a big name for little guys.
These guys were terrifying at the beginning of Jurassic Park 2. Despite how small they are, just the concept was just, like, really distressing at a young age. Giants of the past. Step back through time to over 65 million years ago, when dinosaurs and other prehistoric giants roamed the earth. In our Giants Pavilion, you'll find full skeletons on display. See how you'd measure up next to our own Triceratops, Winnie. And don't forget to look up, they're pterodactyls circling. Afterward, head into our annexes to get our hands on with fossils and footprints, feathers, and more. Was she in ponytail mode when we started? Or no? I didn't glance at it when it happened, but when I was walking through the lobby, she put her hands up like she was, like, sweeping her hands into a ponytail, and I was like, holy crap, did she just... Oh, no, it was that animation. There it is. Okay. No, it was just that animation. She said it right. She did it right when I was talking about it. For a second there, I thought her hair was down, and she actually changed it to a ponytail right in front of us on camera. And I'm like, well, you could do that in games?
Whoa, this one's brain was the size of a walnut.
No way. Looks like you two have something in common.
Oh, good one.
Get him.
Triceratops. At least there's one I recognize.
At least there's one you recognize? Joel, these are like all the easy ones.
Triceratops means three-horned face.
You would not want to be on the business end of that horn.
Would not. Brachiosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Two different ages, it looks like. Oh, that's a tail. Oh, its head's a whale the hell over there. I haven't been to this kind of museum in an incredibly long time.
The Dimetrodon was an apex predator.
What's an apex predator?
The most badass predator.
Huh. Pretty short for that.
Wait, were you talking about me?
These were supposed to be kind of like the precursors to wings. These fins.
Sounds like a pill.
It does. But the idea is that before wings were usable as wings, webbing and fins and stuff like that, aside from the ones that would be useful for swimming or whatever, were often meant to just vent heat, because you have this large creature that needs to cool itself, and so what happens is its body sends blood through that, and its blood is hot, and that fin is thin, so it has a lot of surface area. We talked about surface area earlier in this playthrough, funnily enough. We talked about dinosaurs earlier, funny enough. Because of the high surface area, and like you're essentially exposing all the blood vessels like right to the skin's surface and so on, you can vent a lot of heat that way. But they often do other things too, like intimidate.
Gallimimus's name means chicken mimic. Who names these?
Scientists.
Well, they're dumb.
Chicken mimic. Does it just look a lot? It must just look a lot like a chicken skeleton, right? Getting hostile in that room.
There's a 50-cent word.
Brachiosaurus?
Brachiosaurus ate 600 pounds of plants each day. Whew. Imagine the poops.
600-pound poops? Fish. Did I read this here? Nope. As silly as it is, I'm like, I should check the bathroom before I move on. Just where the instinct is this whole time. Ooh. Of course. Why is the women's bathroom boarded up like this? Or is the men's bathroom? I thought that was the men's bathroom. Did I misread that? Oh, it is women's. It was hard to see in the profile. I assume Joel already went through this whole place and made sure it was all clear. My God. Do you get the joke? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you? What a face. This shit's important though. You get to see Joel being a dad and Ellie being a kid. The pacing would have been a mess if they started with this, because there was already so much like setup at the beginning. Like, you want to know that they were happy at some point, not only just to like reinforce why she's so vengeful, but also just like give them a goddamn reason to live at some point.
Velociraptor.
So small. I guess you can't trust the movies.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. It's like, I always heard that the velociraptors were surprisingly small, but here's an actual scale. Apparently in the Jurassic Park movies, they just lied. Like, they knew that they knew what dinosaur they wanted to use, but they also, a velociraptor is just like such a better name. So they just used that name, but they straight up used a different dinosaur entirely. So those guys that were up there on the mural were just a completely different dinosaur. Yeah, like those are not velociraptors. I don't remember what they're called, but we'll probably learn that somewhere around here. Velociraptors were small, low to the ground, and covered in feathers. A decent number of dinosaurs had feathers. Iguanodon. Allosaurus. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the nightmare dinosaur. Surprising amount of, like, open skull. It's kind of a surprise.
Look how thick this one's skull is.
Kinda looks like Tommy.
Huh?
I'm telling him you said that.
Please don't. Get you in the right light. Boom. Tommy.
Pachycephalosaurus. Now that one's not easy. Parasaurolophus. Alright, these do not come easy at all. It's a bit frustrating because, like, when you're growing up, you think that, like, what's up? You start thinking, like, oh, new scientific discoveries have come in that contradict the Jurassic Park movies. But then as you get older, you realize, like, no, those weren't new discoveries at all. These discoveries predate my life. It's up there with, like, Pluto being a planet or not. Like, a lot of these things are, like, discussions that happened way sooner than people seem to think they did. You guys going at it a bit? Oh, it's the club tail. And there's a hat back here.
Here we go.
Is it style mode? Alright. Looks a little tall. Oh, hey. That's a good way to show it. It's a mural of the exact same two that are right here. So you can imagine. Like, here's the scale, so they were this big, and here's, like, what they would look like. Those fins. Anjanath, is that you?